Hello everybody, New Manchester here, back with another video. And in this video, I want to talk about something that I want to talk about what I went through last week. This was on a Saturday. Had a run in with the police. Just two police officers. Actually, they were police officers, but they were highway patrolmen. Um, they yeah yeah. Well, actually, I'll just tell you like how all this started. I just come back from. I just came back from. I was just coming back from Tyler, Texas. Um, I was heading east on a freeway called Interstate 20 or I-20, and I exited off the freeway onto this picnic area. I mean, there was two picnic areas. One was outside of. Actually, there was two picnic areas. One on the eastbound side, one on the westbound side, and I went to the one on the eastbound side. I mean, okay, I exited off of the freeway, and there was two parts to this picnic area. There was an area with parking spaces for truckers, and there was another one for automobiles, autos, cars. I drove to the car part. So I parked my car, got out, sat at the picnic tables, and just walked around. It was a very safe place. I mean, went on the internet and saw how safe this place is. People have dropped reviews on how safe this place was. Going back, I stopped at the picnic area after I came back from Tyler. Like I said, I just came back from going to Target and trying to find employment and see if they had one of those kiosk computers so I can fill out the application. But I forgot. All Target stores took out the computer, and the only way you have to fill out an application online is go home and fill it out online on your computer, smartphone, or tablet. Okay, going back to me being at the picnic area. Okay, sat at one of the picnic tables, walked around, thought about what was going on in Europe with Brexit and Boris Johnson in the UK and what's going on in Spain. So I was thinking about that, walking around. I was wearing a hoodie, and I had the hood over my head like so, like so. And it's not this hoodie that I'm wearing right now. This is a Canada hoodie. Got this at a souvenir shop in Victoria, British Columbia, in Canada. I was wearing a violet colored TJ Maxx hoodie, which I got when I used to work there for being a good employee. I also got another jacket from that same place. It's black. It's not a hoodie, just a regular black jacket. Anyway, I was walking around with the hoodie over my head. Then I saw a Texas highway patrolman exiting the freeway. He exited the freeway real quickly and drove to where I was at. He drove up to me. He rolled the window down and asked me this: "Are you good?" And when I heard this, I said, he said this, and he said it again: "Are you good?" And I said, "I'm okay." And he said, looks like you had car problems." That's what. Yeah, actually, he asked me am I good? And I said, well, I'm okay, I'm fine. And he said, looked like you had car problems. Like, and I had a brand, like, I was in, like a brand new car, I didn't have any problems or anything out of the car. And I guess he's saying that because of his police training. It was kind of odd. Then I went to talk to him about, hey, how can I join the Texas Highway Patrol? I mean, I walked up to the guy in his cruiser. It was like an SUV of some sort. So I walked up to him and spoke to him. And the guy was the police officer, the state trooper. He was like fat. He was fat and he looked goofy looking, and he wore sunglasses. And I asked him, hey, how can I be a state trooper? And I can't be a state trooper of the Texas Highway Patrol branch of the Texas Department of Public Safety. And he said, well, you have to go online and go to the website. And I said, well, yeah, I got one thing. I have a learning disability. I mean, do I qualify? And he said, yeah, it's all right. You qualify. And that was it. And he drove away. Okay, after he left, another Texas Highway Patrolman exited the freeway. Then he went and pulled and sat there next to all the semis that was parked in the semi part of the picnic area. And he just sat there and waited. He just sat there and just waited and watched me. I saw him. I didn't pay him any attention, so I just walked around. Had the hoodie on my head and just walked around. And that's what I was doing. Then I got kind of tired. And then I got done like spending time at the picnic area. So I got in my car and left. And when I left the picnic area and pulled onto the freeway, the state trooper followed me. And I saw him in the rearview mirror. So I'm thinking that he was like going to like pull the side of the road and act as a speed trap to catch speeders, people driving over the speed limit, or help someone who's stranded on the highway, or assisted a car accident of some sort. Okay, I was driving on the freeway. I was almost home. I was in Smith County. I live in Gregg County, so I was almost towards the Gregg County line. Well, almost towards it. So I was driving on the freeway. I looked in the rearview mirror, and he was following me. I'm saying to myself, is he following me? So I switched lanes to see if he was following me. Okay, I switched lanes, and I switched into the fast lane. He switched into the fast lane. Then I switched into the slow lane, and he stayed in the fast lane. Then I switched into the fast lane, and he switched back into the slow lane. Okay. Then he turned on his overhead lights, and I said, "Oh, he's after me." So I pulled into the fast lane and pulled over to the side of the road. I mean, this was kind of odd. Okay, he gets out. Okay, the cop that pulled me over, the state trooper who pulled me over, it was a different state trooper. It wasn't the fat guy. Okay. The guy, the trooper gets out of his car, his patrol car, and he walks to the passenger side of my car. And I let the window down. And he went and asked me, I think what he said, Texas Highway Patrol. I think that's what he said. I think he said this. The reason I pulled you over, you were acting very suspicious at that picnic area. And and he said, I want to see your driver's license. And he was acting all weird and crazy. And he said, you were acting all strange, and you acting all strange, and I just wonder if you were acting like that. And I stayed calm. I was just like, I opened my wallet to find my license, to pull it out and hand it to him. And he said, it seems that you were acting strange. That's how you were acting. I said, no, I wasn't acting strange or anything. And he said, ran the plates. I mean, are you so and so? I said, yes, I am. And I gave him my license, and he went and said it. Just hang tight a bit. He went, grabbed my license, and went and ran it. This to confirm that I'm the owner. Well, I'm the owner of the car that I'm driving. Okay. I went and called my dad and told my dad what happened to me, and he said that I told him where I was at and why that cop pulled me over, and he told me this. Yeah, that picnic area you were at, it's a hot spot for prostitution, and he thought you were a pimp. Meaning that it's a place where pimps go to bring prostitutes to truckers so truckers can have sex with the prostitutes for money. So yeah, my dad told me that. Okay, the cop came back. I hung up on my dad. Said I'll call him back later because the cop was coming back with my license, and he handed me the license. Said, "Well, everything's okay." Then I asked him the same question I asked about joining the Texas Highway Patrol, which I asked the fat trooper, the fat highway patrolman, and he had a different he had a different answer, and he said, you have to go on the website. I really don't know. Well, when I told him I was going to join, he said, "Ooh, cool, yeah." When I told him I was thinking about joining, he said, "Ooh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I really don't know, but you have to go online." I said, "Well, yeah, I had to travel to Austin to attend the DPS Academy." He said, "Yeah, you really do." He said, "Yeah, hope you make it." And he let me go. He said, "Hope you make it," and he let me go, and I went, pulled back onto the highway, signaled to see if everything was clear on the highway. So I pulled back onto the freeway, the interstate, and headed home. And the cop who pulled me over followed me for a little bit. And my dad called me back and said this, "What happened? Did he let you go?" I said, "Yeah, he let me go. I'm back on the highway now." And my dad said, "Is he following you?" And I said, "Yeah, he is." Before I crossed into Gregg County, the cop exited off a freeway interchange before I crossed into Gregg County. When he exited off, I went crossed into Gregg County, and I was almost home. So yeah, so that's really what happened to me. Really, that skinny, the cop that pulled me over on the side of the highway, he was skinny, a skinny, nerdy white guy. The way he looked, he was straight. The face he had, like he was straight out of that old television show from the 1950s, Leave It to Beaver. Anyone of you know that television show? You don't know, but I heard about it. I never watched it. It was a show before my time. It was probably before all of your time as well. So I wasn't around in the 1950s, and none of you were either. Anyway, like the guy said that I was acting strange at this picnic area, and I'm looking at how he was acting. Like, I look back on it, and I'm saying to myself, like, you're thinking that I'm acting strange, like. I'm looking at how you act. Like you act like you were sky high on coke, like you were, like you've been snorting coke, like you were sky high on crack. I mean, this guy was like hyper and weird. Like I don't know, like he was just the guy act like he was on freaking coke or crack, or crack cocaine, like sky high on crack. So yeah, like he was acting strange, like yeah. So yeah, This shows me that like cops in America are crazy, but the cops here in Texas, the highway patrolmen of the Texas Highway Patrol branch of the Texas Department of Public Safety. I mean, those guys are. I mean, to be honest with you, some of those guys are nuts, and they are, and a lot of them have this superiority complex, and they think that they're better than everybody, and officers like city cops and deputy sheriffs who aren't like them. They think they're better than they are. Think they're better than them, and ordinary citizens, and they put themselves on a higher pedestal. And I also see this attitude at these district offices, which are DMVs, where you go to renew your driver's license or to get one in Texas. In Texas, the DMV is called the Texas Department of Public Safety. Is where where you go to get a driver's license, or you move from another state, or you can renew one that you already have that's expired if you're a resident of Texas. And also, you can file a police report. If you get into a car accident, you gotta have the paperwork of a police officer investigating a car accident that you were involved in. Okay, nothing. Well, I don't want to talk about all of this, but yeah, it was weird. It was really weird. I mean, these two cops thought I was a pimp. Thought I was involved in this dirty, disgusting prostitution ring involving truckers and hookers. And, I'm not into that stuff, really. And my dad told me not to go to one of those picnic areas ever again, because I might go through that again, because in the past I went to that place a lot, and I made videos there. I didn't have any problems. I saw people from other states come to pull over to relax, to walk their dogs, stuff like that. And couples go there, Yeah, I didn't have I didn't have any problems at all. So yeah, so I just so I had to heed the word of my father and never go back to that place ever again. Anyway, I really want to leave. Anyway, I'm thinking about leaving Texas. Texas is just too weird and crazy and cowboyish and just out there. I just can't take it anymore. Thinking about moving to another state or moving overseas. Again, the ball's in my court when it comes to that decision. So yeah. But going back to that, going back to people who think voting is a waste of time, and they don't vote, and they say that no president or politician from either party isn't going to help me. It's funny, like people who don't vote. I mean, that's the reason why this country's falling apart. The way I look at it, I mean, I'm gonna be stuck here in Texas forever. I'm never gonna get out. I mean, if I find a crappy job, and I don't know anything about being an entrepreneur and starting my own business or anything. I don't know nothing about that, and I'm probably gonna get some comments on that from one of my subs, but I'm probably just going to ignore it, because they're just one of those people who are just holding me down and keeping me down because they don't want to vote. The way I look at it, I mean, if you vote, change will come to this country, and I'll probably have a chance to get out of where I live, but I don't have that chance, and I'm never going to have that chance because people who view voting as a waste of time are not going to vote. So yeah, I'm just better off of just not listening to those people who want to help me and just worry about myself. And oh yeah, before I end this video, I want to give a shout out to Prince Oren, Captain Brannon, Mr. Film Rockability, wherever his name is, Martel the Cool, Brian Deeb, and Damien from the United Kingdom. You know, and these are cool guys. You know, I talk to them. You know, if I have the chance to talk to them, but I'm very busy right now. You know, they're all cool guys. You know, it's good that I made some friends on YouTube. You know, it's just crazy. I'm friends with a guy who lives in the United Kingdom, like across the pond. It is insane, you know. And he was telling me that I was telling him about how things. Damien from the UK. I was telling him about how things are where I live, and he told me this through email. He said this. Do you know you just described the same thing that I'm experiencing in Kent, UK, Kent, England? I said, wow, I didn't know that. Had some similarities there. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. And before I end this video, I'm going to say this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. And I'm not going near this country. And a person said I got a chip on my shoulder because I have an anger for Canada. Don't want to talk about this country. Don't want to talk about that country. Saw how people are. Don't want to go near that country. Okay, not going to go near this country. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.